there anybody here? Yes.
Yeah, there's 6 people.
Yeah.
We're
Three.
just we're just gonna wait a little bit to make sure we get everybody in because we're still a little early. It's 4:57. But thank you for coming.
Oh yeah, they are logging in. Can you hear my background or no?
Awesome. Well, I hear it.
Okay, never mind. Here you go.
As you guys are coming in, we do have the question and answer. So if you have a question, you can always type it in right there, and we can get to it for you guys with Google Classroom.
May I use my headphones? Yes.
One more minute, and I guess I'll start because we're going to start on time. All right, it is 5 o'clock, so I'm going to start the meeting up right now. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for coming for Google Classroom. So what we're going to do today is show you what our Google Classroom looks like. And we got a sample for you guys so you guys can see. So we're going to start sharing the screen right now. So the first thing that you guys want to do is make sure that you're signed into the Peninsula Prep. A lot of us have Google emails and stuff like that, Gmails, and all our personal things. So in order for Google Classroom to work, you have to make sure that you add another account. So you're going to click on add another account. And in this case, this is our student, test student one, but it would be the first initial of your scholar's name and their whole last name at Peninsula Prep. So, for example, it'd be a Paduano, because that would be mine. And the password will be all lowercase PPA 12345. So you're going to see this at first that says, welcome to, this is student account, that all the normal EULAs, end user license agreements saying, that this is for school, please use it accordingly. All right. So when you log in, you will see that. So right there, the first thing it asks you is, would you like to join a class? So you're going to hit continue right there, the blue. And I'm a student. So these are for our students. So right now we don't have a class. I'm going to show you two ways. One, a lot of the teachers already invited our scholars to join their class. So as soon as you sign in here, you will see you've been invited to a class, depending on what your scholar is. For this purpose, I'm going to show you how to join your first class. So we're going to hit the plus sign. And right here, it asks for the class code. So this is my demo class code. So this is not a real code. Try not to join this class because there's not going to be too much in there. So for demonstration purposes, my class code is RF7F05K. And then we would click right here where it says join. Now, if you're not in the Peninsula Prep and you try to join one of these classes that with our code like that, and you're not in the right account, it's gonna say you cannot join this class. So make sure that you are logged into the right account. You notice right here that the picture went away, and it's a pink T. You should, whatever your scholar's first name is, that letter will be right there. So right here, if you scroll down, this is our stream. So here in our stream, we can see all the assignments, anything the teacher has to share with the student, and any information to go forward. So some of my assignments that we have here, if you notice that I didn't do an assignment, it's marked in red saying missing. If I scroll back up, because it was due September 15th, and I did not hand it in. This test student did not hand it in, so it is missing. So that would come up in red right there. Also, if you notice in green, if you scroll down, it says assigned. It would be in green, and it would say due today. So I know that there's something that's due today, so I have to make sure I do it. Okay? So we're going to click on this assignment right here for a day quiz so you guys can see. So all it is this is a quiz. So the instructions will be in there for your scholar, whatever the assignment may be. I'm just showing you a quiz for today. So today's quiz is, what day is it today? So Thursday. So everything else, that was just a demo. I just didn't finish it. So we're going to say Thursday, and I'm going to hit, you're going to put the time in? That's cool, 5. There you go. And then we would hit submit. And then it would say the response of the assignment is marked and done. And you could view your score. I built this test on Monday, so it's going to mark it wrong. So, so you all know. So it would go over with the scholar whatever mistake that they made and stuff like that after the assignment. So we got 0 out of 5 because I built this test on Monday. All right. So we should go back to the first tab that says Mr. P's Track C computer. And over here, if you click on Classwork, it will tell you all the classwork and everything that was due for your scholar. So we have everything right there for all the assignments and all the due dates to the right. So all our scholars will know when everything is due, and so on and so forth. And if you click on people, you will see you will see your teacher's name and all the other students that would be in there. I'm going to go back to Classwork, and I'm going to show you something else too. So for example, we have a Google Doc assignment. I'm going to click on that right there. So it says, write 3 sentences about your first week of school. So let's click on view assignment. So this right here, and this will be on everybody when you first log in for the first time. It has a little guide to show you what is going on. So right here it says turn in. When you remember to submit all your files for the assignments, remember to turn in. So one thing a lot of students haven't been doing is they'll do the assignment, they'll complete it, and they're like, oh, I'm good. And they will not hit the turn in button. So we have to make sure we hit the we have to make sure we hit the turn in button, or else it will not be graded. Before we do that, hold on, we're gonna, that's just a side note, we're gonna cancel that. If you click on, so the assignment is write 3 sentences about your first week of school. So students would click on the Google Doc, and it would open up the Google Doc, the version of Word. So they would be able to type. So they would just go down to the next line, and they would be able to write about how was your first day of school. Cool. So, and then they would they can edit it, or if they wanted to put different colors. It's just like using Word. It's just an online version of Google Docs Word right there. And then you can change the font size, the colors. And when you are done, you see the turn in button is actually right on the top right there. So you can actually turn it in.
If you have any questions, please write them in the chat. If you have any questions, you can write them in the chat. I see one parent with their hand raised. I sent a message, but I'm not sure if you can see. But if you have any questions, write them in the chat and we'll get them to you, or in the Q&A.
If you notice that when we were trying to submit something, it automatically defaulted back to Miss Jones's personal account. So you have to make sure that if it does happen, that you re-sign in to the Google Classroom with your first initial last name at Peninsula Prep. Okay. So we'll go back. Also, parents, when you sign up for, when you guys sign up for Dojo, we have your email addresses. You will be getting a report for your scholar's progress. So the report will tell you all the work that was due for the week, and if they're missing anything. It will not give you the grades for the assignments. You would have to just reach out to the teacher for that, but it will send that. It will send that report. So one of the questions is, how do I attach an assignment? So when we attach an assignment, so right here for this assignment, we did it that I had Google Docs already. So let's go back. Let's pick another assignment so you can see how we attach it. So let's choose a new assignment about Google assignment right here. I turned that in, but we're going to change that right here. The one that says, yep. So I'm going to unsubmit that. Oh, it's not that. I'm sorry. It's the wrong assignment. Click back. I think it's the book assignment one that you can turn in. Read a book, that one. Okay. So here, you could add and create files for you, and then you can mark it as done. So if you use a different version, maybe use Word, you can hit the add and create right there. And look, it gives you the options. You can use your Google Drive, you can use a link, or you can update your own personal file. So if you have something saved on your desktop, you would click File, and then point it into the direction where your file was. But you can also, if you click on the upload button, you can click and drag that file right into it, or you can hit browse, however way you would like to do it. So let's say we did the PPA crest. We can click and drag it right there. That would automatically upload, and then you would click the turn in button. So one question is, if you have multiple assignments and you send one as complete assignments and then you try the second assignment, but Google says it cannot attach. So if it's a multiple assignment, it should be 2 different in the stream. So if that's the problem, you might have to reach out to the teacher and let them know, like, you can't attach it because it should be 2 separate assignments. Do you mean like if multiple assignments if it says draw a picture and type something, or do you mean two multiple assignments within one assignment? Let me know. So if you took a picture of the work, it's the same thing. So if you took a picture of the work and you want to attach it, you would click on that file, the same thing, that file link, take the picture. So we're going to unsubmit it. So if you're doing this on a device, for example, and you click add and create, and you go file, and you click on, let's say, upload, on your phone, if you hit browse, it will go through wherever you need to find that work, wherever it may be. So on your phone, you would go into photos or any of the devices that you took a picture. If you took a picture and you want to transfer it to your laptop, depending on what platform it is, you can do that. But with the device, you would have to hit browse, and then you'd be able to go through the picture. Okay? It was 2 separate assignments. I will have to talk to the teacher about that because I'm not exactly sure what happened in that case scenario. Because once you attach it, as long as you attach it and hit turned in, it should have went right to the teacher, and especially if it was 2 separate assignments. So one got turned in. The other one was not going through. You could always call the hotline if something like that, if it couldn't attach. The hotline, so you guys all know, is 929-333-4080. For like individual questions like that, we can always go and work with you guys and actually get into your computer and remote in and see what's going on, because everybody has their own separate thing. It's very hard to figure out generically what's going on. So in that case scenario, maybe we could do a session. The helpline is open from 7:30 a.m. to 4, Monday through Friday. And once again, that number is 929. I think someone's going to put it in the chat so you all can see. 929-333-4080. I'm usually good at answering the phone, but I'm only one person, so sometimes I'm on the phone with somebody. And anybody that was here for Meet the Teachers, when Mrs. Jones actually introduced me, I was on the phone with a parent as I was being introduced. So no problem. Is there any other questions? Now, if you know somebody that missed this video or speaks Spanish, we will be doing this for our Spanish-speaking people on Tuesday. I came in last night after 10. Okay. Yeah, the hotline is definitely not going to be open after 10. So you could always email if it happens after 10, the after hours. You could always email at support@peninsulaprep.org, and then we can always get back to you at those times. So you can always read if you can't make the phone call. So we have different ways that we can reach out to you guys. We're trying to get everybody answered and questions, and we know it's not easy. So
Pete, are you doing what about on YouTube? Is there not a video on YouTube that they can go on to?
There is. There is the old video on YouTube because I do not have the specialty codes. So that would be the old specialty codes for the Google Classroom. But you can definitely watch that tutorial that I do online for all those that missed it. I think we're recording this session right now, so we could also put that on. And then for our, like I said, for our Spanish speaking friends, we will be doing that on Tuesday. And if they can't, if they're not available on Tuesday, they can always watch the replay on our YouTube channel. And our YouTube channel is www.youtube.com/Peninsula Prep. So you all know. Okay. Questions? Any other questions? Oh, by the way, I'm in Iron Man's lab, in case you guys were wondering. That's why I got my cool little background right there. Thank you, Ms. Garner, about the codes. I just have to put those in. All right, well, thank you. Is there a limit to file size when submitting homework? That is a great question. If you put in your Google Drive, no. For the most part, every student has a Google Drive that they're free to use however they way. So if that's a problem, when you upload it to your Google Drive, there should not be any cap on that. Video quality, depending on what you're doing. If a video is due, my advice to you on that is maybe you can use the YouTube channel and make it unlisted or private for someone that only has that link. But I'm not sure if teachers are doing videos. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with those assignments. But if that's the only thing that would be tremendous with the file would be videos. Everything else should be relatively small in order to upload. Oh, for PE, yes. So for physical education, for the videos, you'll be able to upload them if you have the file. If they do get too long, then we would have to put it on. You would have to put it on YouTube and upload it that way. So let's see what happens in that case with PE. We're still trying to figure out, because before we were doing PE different ways. So we're still kind of learning and figuring it out as it goes along. I'm not going to say that we know all the answers all the time because we don't. We are only human. So hopefully we don't have to worry that much depending on how long the video is. Do we automatically get the missing work email? I get it for one of my children and not for the other one. If you signed up with, so with the missing work one, if you signed up with one teacher, depending on whatever teacher it is. So let's say you're like, hey, I signed up with Mr. Ortiz to make sure I got the thing. You will get a report for every subject that your scholar is enrolled in, but they have to sign up for one. So if you got it for one student and you didn't get it for the other one, we just have to reach out to that teacher to make sure maybe the email got incorrectly added, just to reiterate that, to make sure you get those messages, because we're trying to have an open communication with you guys, so you guys know what is due, what students are missing, so it's not a shocker later on. All right. Ms. Johnson, Ms. Jones, do you have anything else? Maybe did I miss anything? Or
Well, you know, I'm definitely not the technological one, so I'm just here to attend the questions.
Well, do you have anything, maybe any other statements that you need to, use the platform for whatever?
I know. No, we did have our first PTO meeting, so we did get to speak to a lot of the parents then. For those of you who did miss it, if you weren't able to log in, Miss Jones did set the link up so that you can watch the video and be prepared for all upcoming information and dates. Just go into your class dojo and onto your PTO page and click the link and have a look.
I have the codes up, so if the parents want to see the codes for specialty classes, I will share that so that you can see and jot down
Sure.
the information that they need. So this is for kindergarten track A. And the library is U2P7N75. Music is 7, good Lord, QYZ 5QF. PE is P2P4XU3. Art is AVAGTBB. Chess and Legos JC6EUPQ. And social studies PSN7FNJ. Track B. Track B for kindergarten library is AWZYCEA. Music is NVIPAOD. These will also be posted later on this evening on Class Dojo. So if I am going too fast, please look for them on your classroom pages on Class Dojo later on this evening. PESBNLIGR. Art KHWG36W. Chess and Legos LXIDD4N. And social studies is 4V6FAKQ. For track C, library SEK3QT4. Music B6X5L. PE OFD50XC. Art KDK6XAU. Chess and Legos XWGCGGP. And social studies CDWRS63. For track A first grade, library is D32TAXA. Music 6A7HCZR. PE MBECUEJ. Art ENB 7RIR. Chess and Legos 7FTNAFQ. And social studies 3LXBJ5K. For track B first grade, library ZER2NQ2. Music XQ304G7. PE CC6L4ZO. Art DAGUFYJ. Chess and Legos Z5QRX7Q. And social studies N45KI7N. For track C, first grade library, PAP 54DG. Music 6NOSVPN. PE RZUYCKO. Art RLC3XFJ. Chess and Legos F4ATNOY. And social studies VKHP6QS. For track A, second grade, library, 54 KCU 45, music, GKAFMJE, PE ZZEB 42I, art, MEK 7U6E, chess and Legos, OSUDOZH, and social studies, TK45SCS. For second grade track B, library, RDMWXOA, music, 6 PKYVWD, PEJRS 2HYY, art, VGGY 7DN, chess and Legos, R7NDIU2, and social studies, RCJWRIP. Second grade track C, library is YQP4WZB, music, G2FWWXI, PE5FHC7K7, art, WAYA366, chess and Legos, WJTPBQE, and social studies, KMG3Q6J. Third grade track A, library, 6 NNMMI7, music, 2EC7PQV, PE 45C56JM, art, 6IZ74KV, chess and Legos, PA4NKAN, and social studies, RZIMKA3. Third grade track B, library, T567YIS, music, QZJ74JJ, PEBEBLCRP, art, LQU77NF, chess and Legos, 325PHXJ, and social studies, PX2RSHQ. For third grade track C, library, K5W2NLT, music, I7NNMH4, PE YNYA4W4, art, GVGIZQ4, chess and Legos, 7FTUIWL, and social studies, 42QWGCI. Fourth grade track A, library is VPGQ4AK, music is OZHNAPU, PECDI24PH, art, TCPQAKO, chess and Legos, NPRYUSC, and social studies, UXSKNCP. Fourth grade track B, library, 2SWR2RJ, music, FZGAOG7, PENEMUWT6, art, TRS45IU, Chess and Legos, FNJ, FYLD, and Social Studies, 4KZ, TALZ. Fourth grade track C, library, PJOIGMU. Music, YELJWVA. PE, 3JAWRFA. Art, PDZ, 4S4O. Chess and Legos, IAX, HMNQ. And Social Studies, JKQOQ5M. For fifth grade track A, library, PTN 2ZAT. Music, S6JR6PP. PE, QONUL2F. Art, RJ WFK50. Chess and Legos, DQUR6OC. Social Studies, 4HFZJPC. Fifth grade track B, library, NBRQD4T. Music, O6YFM7P. PE, LIVEP4L. Art, 7OJOCYN. Chess and Legos, H2YNFEO. And Social Studies, H73UTPU. And the last, fifth grade track C, library, MGP7QRC. Music, TPGA3KW. PE, IX, RXLHF. Art, IDGJENZ. And Chess and Legos, 3ICSPZF. Social Studies, TXSE6TM. And again, these will be posted on Class Dojo if I went too fast.
Well, thank you, Ms. Jones. Thank you, parents. Listen, we understand time is valuable, and we appreciate you guys coming and seeing how Google Classroom works. Once again, if you do have any questions or concerns about how to log in, you can always call the hotline, which the number once again is 929-333-4080. Or if it's 10 o'clock at night or 1 o'clock in the morning, I mean, I'm getting emails at different times. You can always email after hours at support@peninsulaprep.org. All right. Well, thank you very much. If there's no other questions, we appreciate you guys. Good luck, stay safe, and thanks for coming.